Imagine a universe where two of Marvel's darkest forces collide. Knull, the ancient god of symbiotes, against Thanos, the mad titan, armed with his notorious intellect and hunger for power. Knull and Thanos are characters of cosmic strength and dark ambition, both leaving destruction in their wake, but their motivations and powers differ vastly. Knull, the creator of the symbiote race, commands a weapon of unimaginable power, the all-black Necrosword, while Thanos, wielding the Infinity Gauntlet, has shown his ruthlessness in erasing half of all life across the universe. In a hypothetical battle, who would reign supreme between these two titans of darkness? As we explore each of their unique abilities and their impact on the Marvel Universe, we'll dive into what makes Knull and Thanos so fascinating and dangerous. The powers and origins of Knull, Marvel's first evil. Knull, known as the God of the Abyss, is one of the oldest entities in Marvel Comics. Before creation filled the universe, there was Knull, existing in a void of darkness and feeding off it. When light entered the universe, it shattered Knull's peace, igniting his hatred and sparking a hunger for vengeance against all gods and creations that would ever emerge. From this darkness, Knull crafted the Necrosword, a weapon forged from darkness and the first of the symbiotes. The All-Black allowed Knull to slay gods, control beings of darkness, and generate monstrous forms known as symbiote dragons, which he used to wage war across the cosmos. The extent of Knull's powers is difficult to measure because his capabilities lie in both his symbiotic control and his manipulation of darkness itself. With the Necrosword, he can kill immortals and drain their power, reshaping reality to match his sinister desires. His army of symbiotes offers him the ability to infect and control minds, creating a virtually unstoppable force that spreads his influence like a virus throughout the universe. Knull is so powerful that even the mightiest cosmic entities, such as the Celestials, have fallen to his wrath. His hatred for the gods, combined with his symbiotic powers and Necrosword, make him a figure whose name inspires fear even among the most powerful beings. Thanos, the Mad Titan, an icon of Marvel villainy. On the other side of this battle, we have Thanos, a being of unmatched ambition and cold logic, whose most infamous act was the snap that erased half of all life in the universe. Known as the Mad Titan, Thanos was born on the moon of Titan, and due to his physical and mental prowess, was feared and shunned. This early alienation fueled his obsession with balance and mortality. As he grew in power, Thanos sought artifacts that would enable him to achieve godlike power, including the Infinity Stones. With the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos can manipulate time, space, reality, and even the souls of those around him, giving him an ability to alter the fabric of the universe. Each Infinity Stone individually grants immense powers, but when combined, the Gauntlet makes him nearly unstoppable. Even without the Gauntlet, Thanos is a formidable opponent, possessing superhuman strength, durability, intelligence, and combat skills that rival the strongest in the Marvel Universe. He's conquered entire planets, outsmarted gods, and shown resilience against some of Marvel's most powerful heroes, including the Avengers. In many ways, Thanos is the embodiment of a relentless force. His motivations are rooted in what he perceives as the greater good, often leading him to horrifying actions that few would dare to take. While Knull's darkness stems from hatred for all life, Thanos sees himself as a savior, someone willing to make hard decisions for what he perceives as balance and order in the universe. This ruthless philosophy, combined with his physical power, makes Thanos a unique villain in the Marvel Universe, one whose motives are just as daunting as his strength. Knull versus Thanos, analyzing their strengths and weaknesses. In a one-on-one battle, the strengths and weaknesses of both Knull and Thanos would be on full display. Knull's power comes from his mastery over darkness, his bond with the Necrosword, and his army of symbiotes. The Necrosword, being one of the most powerful weapons in the Marvel Universe, is able to kill gods, and Knull's control over the symbiotes allows him to influence the minds and bodies of any living creature. His strength and resilience are nearly unmatched, and his goal of returning the universe to darkness makes him an unyielding force. However, Thanos has his own unique strengths. With the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos has control over fundamental aspects of existence, from reality and time to the very souls of his opponents. Even without the Gauntlet, he possesses a genius-level intellect, incredible physical strength, and a mastery of strategy and combat. Unlike Knull, who relies on his symbiotic army and ancient powers, Thanos uses his cunning to outsmart his opponents. His single-minded devotion to his purpose also makes him a psychological threat, as he has demonstrated the willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve his goal. When it comes to weaknesses, Knull's greatest vulnerability lies in his singular hatred. His obsession with destruction and eradicating all life can make him predictable, and his disdain for anyone not worthy of his notice can lead to underestimating opponents. For Thanos, his pride and philosophy of balance could be a double-edged sword. He believes in his own cause so strongly that he sometimes overlooks other threats. Without the Gauntlet, Thanos relies on his physical and mental strength, which, while formidable, would be vulnerable against Knull's godly powers. Conclusion: who would ultimately win? Deciding a victor in this clash of Marvel's mightiest villains is no easy feat. If Thanos were to possess the Infinity Gauntlet, his control over reality, space, and time would certainly give him a massive advantage, potentially allowing him to erase Knull from existence, or even trap him outside of time itself. But without the Gauntlet, Thanos would face a far greater challenge. The power of the Necrosword and Knull's mastery over the symbiotes could overwhelm even the Mad Titan, as the all-black blade would pose a significant threat to Thanos. However, the outcome would largely depend on the battlefield and circumstances. Thanos' intellect and strategic mind might allow him to find a weakness in Knull, perhaps even harnessing the power of Knull's own symbiotes against him. On the other hand, Knull's sheer power and destructive abilities could potentially overpower Thanos, even without the Gauntlet. Ultimately, while Thanos would hold a strategic advantage with his intellect, Knull's cosmic power might just be too overwhelming to withstand. In the end, the battle between Knull and Thanos would represent more than just a clash of power. It's a meeting of ideologies. Where Thanos sees balance as necessary, Knull sees only the purity of darkness and destruction. If Thanos were given enough time to strategize and fully prepare, he might outmaneuver Knull. But in a head-on clash, Knull's raw power and the unrelenting darkness of the Necrosword would likely tip the scales in his favor, making him the probable victor in a direct fight. This battle serves as a reminder of the vast and varied types of strength within the Marvel Universe, highlighting why both Knull and Thanos are among its most iconic villains. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.